you will discover very few real estate professionals that will argue a swimming pool is not a desirable feature to any home. So in this episode from ushomevalue.com, we will answer the question, how much value does a pool add to a house? As one can imagine, a swimming pool is one of the most valuable additions to any home, especially in those climates that are conducive to having fun in the sun year-round. But most pools don't add a significant amount to the sales price. It's actually more of a feature that home buyers desire, but they don't pay a huge premium for it. Now, there are several different types of pools. There's an in-ground and an above-ground, or vinyl, fiberglass, and concrete. For the purposes of this video, concrete in-ground pools are considered to be the most valuable. Above-ground pools are in the same kind of group as manufactured homes, so while there's value, it's not nearly as much. In fact, it's rare for an above-ground pool to add more than $10,000 to a home's value. So exactly how much value does an in-ground swimming pool add to a house? An average pool in the US adds approximately 7 to 8% to a home's value. So if a home is valued at $500,000, a pool would add about $40,000, making it an overall value of $540,000. So what does a pool usually cost? One could easily spend about $35,000 all the way up to $100,000 or more for a concrete in-ground pool, depending on how large or elaborate it is. The average cost is between about $40,000 to $60,000 nationwide, so for some markets, the cost of constructing a new pool is often equivalent to the value that's added to the house. So how do you go about determining a value of a pre-existing pool? The only way to accurately assess a pool's value is to compare similar homes that have pools to ones that do not. By performing a comparative market analysis and calculating the difference in cost per square foot, you'll get a pretty good idea of how much value a pool could add. For example, if one property with 2,300 square feet without a pool recently sold for $325,000, and another similar property sold for $365,000 with 2,200 square feet and a pool, it would seem that a pool could add around $40,000 in value, at least for that particular area. But before you bank on it, it'll take at least a few comparative sales to determine if $40,000 is a reasonable presumption. Just be sure to determine what type of pool each comparable property has, and make sure that each property is relative in its size and other characteristics, as well as its construction quality. If you would like more information on your home's value, visit ushomevalue.com.